It is so sad to be part of a generation that still experiences, or rather witnesses, the residue of racial discrimination in today's age. We experience this in various ways: COVID racism, systematic racism, and just pure blank racism. As a Black young woman, my biggest prayer is that as a Black global community, we should never ever allow all this negativity blind us from our true God-given potentials.
This is what
I need you to understand how painful it is to be reminded every day that your race means nothing. And that isn't the case anymore. That is never the case anymore.
You have a limited time to stay on earth. You must try and use that period for the purpose of transforming your country into what you desire it to be: a democratic, non-racial, non-sexist country. Humility is one of the most important qualities which you must have, because if you are humble, if you make people realize that you are no threat to them, then people will embrace you.
I believe if you're watching this, you probably have been following, if not engaging, with the current tragic events that's been happening in the global Black community. The sad reality is that racism has been one of, if not the only, longest living deadly pandemic in the history of humanity. So in my own little way to contribute to the present, situation that we are facing and the movement of Black Lives Matter, I have asked a couple of my friends to come on board with me to collaborate and create a compilation video where we reflect about our daily struggles as Black young people, where we will also reminisce on some of our Black heroes and more especially celebrate what it means to be a Black person. And I hope at the end of this video you feel empowered, you feel enriched, you feel proud, and that it gives and encourages you more to participate in this movement and also do the little that you can to make a difference. You are worthy. Have you ever experienced or witnessed any form of racial discrimination?
I've felt racially discriminated before, but not really experienced it and was able to have concrete evidence about it.
Racism, you said, it's something that's alive and that's every day.
A lot of us here in Botswana get to learn about racism
we don't experience it. Well, some don't. It's there, you know, I can't deny that it's not there, it's there, but a lot of us are privileged enough to just learn about it and not experience it.
Unfortunately, the answer is yes, one too many times. That's unfortunate because that's the sad reality.
So if it doesn't happen today, it's bound to happen again tomorrow.
You just accept that you still live in a racially, like in a very heavily racist environment.
What was your response to the act of racial discrimination?
When I find myself in these kind of situations, I always retaliate, you know? Standing up for myself in a predicament like that, for me, is justified.
It depends also. I mean, you can retaliate by having conflict and exchange words, but at the end of the day, that's all it's going to be.
I couldn't necessarily respond because there wasn't like any physical force or there wasn't fights.
So I took it up to higher authorities, but then nothing happened, like everything happened.
Have you ever felt disadvantaged or inadequate in any situation just because of your skin color, be it a professional environment, at school, or wherever else?
I've never felt like I was disadvantaged or inadequate because I am black, and I think that's because I'm in a country like Botswana.
I have just gone a lot of times because it's very hard for me to like have resources for my provide my resources and everything, while other races like Abelin have everything they need.
I have to answer yes to this question. It happened to me in school, at sports, it happened to me in the workplace, or sometimes like in small cases like before a white customer, and then like it's like you haven't been there and then they get help before you, which is not okay.
We see it happen. Well, in companies most of the time you would have the same qualification with a white counterpart, but they would get the job simply because of color, you know. For example, they wouldn't put a white person in a call center taking calls because it's weird. It's something that we black people are bound to do.
I have felt inadequate and disadvantaged in certain areas, but not to a point where like I'm overlooked, you know. But like I felt it before. I have.
Do you think it is necessary for us as a black community to forget about the past to be able to move on, or do you think otherwise?
I don't think we should forget about the past.
The injustices of our past have a very big effect on our present. Like as like people, it's hard for us to achieve things for ourselves. We first have to like make up for all the lost times for our parents, and then we can do things for ourselves.
You can't forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget where you come from, because if you forget where you come from, then you wouldn't know where you're going.
Our past is our scar. We carry our scar. And a lot of people lost their lives, realistically speaking. So it's not something that we can just say, oh, let's just put it in the past and be jolly and be happy. We can't. A lot of people lost their lives and their livelihoods during that time of apartheid, and it still continues. It's an ocean of won't account to nothing, is nothing, you know. So no, we can't. We simply can't.
What do you love most about being black?
Everything imaginable.
I think it definitely has to be the sense of unity, family. I don't know how to explain it, and I know it's debatable, but you know, there's always a good and bad to things.
There's really a number of reasons why I love being black. I can't even pick one. Being black and everything about being black is rich.
We are beautiful. We are amazing. We're very intelligent. We're very smart.
Being black is the most coolest thing ever. Like in the drama, we have zest. We are vivacious. We are effervescent.
Having a place to belong. means something. It's amazing, and black people have that.
Name one black hero that you look up to and why.
One black hero I look up to is Maya Angelou, because she's a woman and she has displayed strength in her life, and everything that has happened in her life has made her stronger.
Honestly, my list is so long, starting off with my mom, Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, Nelson Mandela. Nope, I don't have one black hero.
Every black person that fought for our liberation, that fought for us to vote. Now, Chris Hani. Well, I look up to Chris Hani.
Yeah.
He fought for the struggle.
Yeah.
I acknowledge all black heroes and I look at them all individually and acknowledge what they've done for the black community, but I can't say that there's one specifically that is like my ultimate hero that I look up to completely. Everyone has flaws, but I look up to all black heroes because they've all done amazing work for the black community.
If you could describe a black person in one word, what would it be?
Smart,
Strong,
Powerful.
beautiful.
innovative.
This generation, which is ours, can come together and work on teaching our kids that it's not about color. It's about respecting the next person, not because they're white, not because they're black, not because they're Indian, but because they're humans.
One of the greatest successes in the past century has been the popularity of the idea of universal human rights. But the problem we face now is that the full meaning of human rights is often not fully understood, more especially equal human rights.
So here's a definition I found on Google that I think best, explains or defines what equal human rights mean. Please pause and read it to yourself.
I am against racism. I am against racial discrimination. I am against the idea that one person is more superior than the other. I am totally against it. And any opportunity I have to act against it, I will do it. I will speak up at any given opportunity. Now, if you are like me, and if you are watching this video and you're probably wondering, how can I contribute? I'm sitting at home. I don't know. We are in lockdown. We are restricted. I don't know how to contribute to this movement of Black Lives Matter. I have put down links below that you can follow and probably sign petitions, donate, or you can even follow the link of a YouTube video that I'm going to also put down, where if you watch the whole video, you contribute in a way, because the AdSense in that YouTube video will all be contributed towards this movement. So just click on that video and watch the entire video, stream it for your contribution, and the video will explain more how you'll be contributing. You don't need money to contribute to this movement. You just need a good heart. You just need to make a little bit of effort, and you just need to be a person that stands against and speaks up against this. We need for our voices to be heard, so you need to take the active decision to stand up against it. And talking about it is not enough. Making active decisions to sign petitions, to donate, to contribute, to engage on your socials about it is also important, as part of us bringing awareness of this matter, and also debunking the whole notion of racial imparities and one being superior and the other being inferior. That is the purpose of this movement. So please go ahead and listen. Black lives do matter.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom, just 'cause I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like suns and like moons, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just 'cause I laugh. As if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, I'll rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh, does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, naturally, there I go rising.